How you doing? Munibanji, Anzatu, Amene, Mumakala Muwonela emergency meeting. Oh my goodness, it's a wonderful, wonderful day outside. It's so sunny. And so we thought, why don't we do another episode of Emergency Meeting?
Why don't we go emergency?
Yeah, with your usual host, Miss Mbumba.
Cardinal Henry is here.
Why has the demeanor of Cardinal Henry changed? Because you're always like bubbly and you're smiling and you're what?
No, this is just me.
It's just you today.
It's just me today. Guys, Cardinal Henry is here.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are welcome. You are welcome.
What more are you looking for?
To this episode. What about our producer? How are you there? Oh my goodness. But anyway, Christmas, by the time this episode comes out,
It's gonna
be Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I wish I could sing. We wish you a
Feliz
Merry
Navidad.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
Tikanavala red and but yeah, red and white, eh?
Red and white. We could have put on like some Christmas
Hello.
colors.
Oh my goodness, the mood.
Joy, 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 joy.
No, that's really nice. It's good to see everybody is in a jolly spirit.
Yeah.
Even though we're going through a lot of disappointing things as a country. But you know,
Sitting as always.
I think it ndipo ndikumbusa meno risina sorwere. Mama ndinakumana ndi anyamara njinga chanchana. So one of the guys on the rank comes through, right?
Yeah.
And then he's greeting his friends. So I was passing by and I was just eavesdropping on their conversation. And this guy goes like, I say, mafuda reda ambila soguso. And this other guy goes like, that's all the bro.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like, hey, it's
Exactly.
okay.
Sugwenla udabwe, sugwenla udandaule.
Don't even panic. It's just like, it is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Now we are surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, oh.
it's like unogo mafuda sama kalago. Ama yida
Kulandira.
mafuda kunogo ama sowa. Ama yida kupezeka pakanawi.
That's Malawi right now.
Yeah.
So
we should get surprised when think of it. Abwera.
Oh, really?
Panic.
Are panic, you know, buying. Yeah,
Mafuda yamba kusowa chilled.
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw. We're used to that.
I mean, this year it's been
Crazy. The worst in history.
Yeah.
In our history.
Yeah, I think Jagajun, it's been very, very bad.
Yeah. I think listening to the guys talk about it like that made me realize that we really are giving up like we've given up hope, you know? It's like it's these small conversations that people have
Exactly.
that make you realize that there's a really big problem.
Of course. Because I think in how in I go mona ngatuti mina mavuto aja kuta anthu ena ake like a certain class of people. But when you hear the conversation that other people like in the community down there talking about the same problem, that's when we appreciate good vuto lidu ndelipo de.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like nthawi zina mwina magayiz andale amazaona ngati kuti mavuto aja tikuwadziwa ndife anthu antaone. But the moment you get down kumidzi kuja you feel like you find people and hakudanda paja kumuzi wanu mukatunga madzi utali kunawake kulizisime kumuzi wanu, you know. So those people in your village also kwafisi kodu muntu udzuka 4-3 o'clock adi ukatunga madzi. What's that? You get it, eh? Yeah. So people in those communities, I think right now they also know it's somebody's fault.
Yeah.
That they don't have like clean water. They don't have access to water. It's somebody's fault. And they know. But I think these people takes them for granted.
That's true. Yeah, I like the way you've, brought that there because it's like, this is what we're going to be talking about today, huh?
Yep.
Do you feel like our leaders are taking for granted what we as their followers have brought to the table for them?
Yeah, I guess I don't see any. I'm sorry to say that. I don't see anything serious from these guys.
So when I was serious,
I say anthu kunja kuno kuli mavuto siyana siyana. Like people are going through a lot of problems, not like kumudzikoka, even in town muno, people that are doing small businesses. And how many my business out makati yata hand mouth where akudalira kuti tsiku limene agulise, and then akapedza china chake choti akadye kunyumba, and apita kunyumba kuja, they don't have access to madzi abwino. We're talking of people that are even in the township, and how many ali kaya muntandire mumuchani umva zoti madzi asiyakandizana muntandire, water body like 3 kilometers away from them, but they can't access water. You get it?
That's crazy.
So I mean, you tend to ask, okay, are these guys thinking about us?
That's true.
Yeah. So it's really bad. I don't know what amaganiza motani. Like when they see those things, what do they think of? I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's sort of like, I think maybe they sort of like palika element turning a blind eye, just like okay, and then you just look aside, and then the more, because if you're not looking at it, that means it will not affect you. I feel like that's what happens, especially with like leadership roles and like people that have the power to do something.
They ignore
the problem. And they
ignorance.
No.
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. If they don't know about it, then it doesn't exist. So it's like they're here. It's not like, come on, anytime you go on your Facebook, you're going to find somebody complaining about something. And obviously, because you're there, it has to affect you too, one way or the other. And they also have social media. It's not like they don't. But they just choose not to look at the problems and look at people going like, yay, you are the one. For me. That's what they want.
Is it because they have it all? Like maybe for them?
But you should not feel so
That's why maybe
privileged.
they don't care about the cries of other people.
Maybe.
Because sometimes you hear good antu akudanda, right? But then you listen to my speeches, I'm misonkhano. They'll be like, the government is working so hard. Yes, and that and that.
Was it in this show where the instigator talked about passion?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, because that's exactly the same thing. If those people in charge don't have the passion of whatever they do, it means they won't care. They
don't
exactly
care.
They'll be just caring about the money. They get the money and their lives they go on.
But the funny thing, the interesting thing is when it's gonna be campaign time, that's when they'll be like, "But
Like,
this whole time you knew. This whole time you knew that they were there. So I don't know, man. It's just very interesting, and I think as people individually, whoever is watching should like think to themselves, what exactly do I want to see for myself and like, my children? Because it starts from the household, like Instigator says. It always starts from the household, but it's like, man, 2025, we're going to have to vote. And it's like, who am I voting for? Am I voting for myself? Am I voting for my country? Which is going to take me to the issue of patriotism. Before we jump on to the other political issue. What does patriotism mean to you as Henry?
I think for me, it's about putting your country first. Okay? For me, it's about thinking about your country, thinking about the things that can work in your country, the things that has to work in your country, other than anything else. Okay? So we're talking about a country whereby we belong to different political parties. Okay? But at the end of the day, we are all Malawians. That's what brings us all together. Okay? So by being patriotic or as a patriot, it means kuti pa number one iweyo umaona kuti ndifunika ndipange advance ma agenda dziko langa. All right? Yes, I might have different agendas amene sakugwirizana ndi dziko, but for me to show that I'm really for Malawi, I need to make sure kunena kuti my agenda a Malawi a dziko they are advanced. You get it? That means I'll be on the lookout kuona kuti ndindani amene akulepheresa kuti my agenda to just take. So I'm passionate about the nation. I'm passionate about my country. I'm passionate about seeing my country developing, changing, like, people having access to different services zimene zimathandiza you know so zimene zezi ndipangiso nena kuti I'm on the lookout ndipo ndikuyangana kuti kodi ndi ndani amene akulepheresa and amene akulepheresayo chimene chikuchitika kwa iyeyo ndi chani, what is there that is supposed to be done kwa munthu ngati amene yoyo you know. So if you ask me, my understanding is kuti you have to put your country first other than anything else. I don't know how you hear it.
Maybe I can add on a bit. Okay, first thing, the love you have for your country. Aside kuti ndiwachipani chanji wampingo wanji ndiwachani mano at the end all of us have a common goal where we want our country to
be better.
Yes.
The leader, you should put the country first. Go ya we want to make it better. Then zazibani zozibwera pambali.
Yeah, I think the issue of patriotism, it's like you're all right. Like it's putting your country first. But I feel like if you don't know the importance of unity and you don't know the importance of oneness, Ubuntu, as you know, in our general context, then you cannot really understand the issue of being patriotic. Because I am Malawian, but I'm not Malawian by myself. I'm Malawian with many other Malawians. 19 million, right? 20 something million. So it's like, if I don't understand the importance of why we are all Malawian and why we are one people, then I cannot be willing to put my country first. And I feel like a lot of people, amazimva kuti kamina anakula kunja, you know, analive a life yoguri yamugate mwayoka. They don't relate with other people. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's like most of the times the people that don't want to be patriotic or don't want to partake in patriotic activities is because they have lived a life thinking they can do anything by themselves. They don't need other people, which is other Malawians. You know, because I cannot enjoy being a Malawian if I'm unable to go to the hospital and I'm unable to find healthcare services. So that means I'm not the only one being affected. There's many other people being affected. But I can't understand that if I don't realize the magnitude of that problem. That's why I'm saying I'm not saying it's bad.
No, it's not. It's a privilege, but at the end of the day, you are a Malawian.
You are still a Malawian.
You are a Malawian, and you have to be concerned and be willing to do something.
Exactly.
Okay? Because amati kwanu nthengo munalaga njoka. You get it, which means kuti kunyumba kwanu ndi kwanu basi. Mwanjira yonse tsikunaliraga umafunika ubwerere kunyumba.
That's true.
You know, chifukwa chake muna mapeza kuti anthu anakhala ku Malawi kuno like no akhala kunja apanga chilichonse kunja kuja, but then they've died and they are taken back.
They have to come back.
You know, because there are people be like, no, we want you to be buried. We have seen anthu oti anali ku Malawi kuna mwadilira kunja kuti amwezi anthu akusakasaka ndalama kuti abwere you know. So it means the people are realizing this is home. You get it? I've seen a lot of people that are out there that doesn't even care about what is happening ku Malawi kunoko. You get it? Also, I've seen people that are out there that seem to be caring, but they are not willing to fight for. You get it? They're out there, they're making noise. Calling out you know. But also on the other hand, I think patriotism means being involved. You get it? You cannot just be I'm patriotic, but you're out there. You're not like involved in anything on the ground.
Social media patriotism.
We want more than that.
No, above float. This whole conversation, Mungu sentence Malawi so mufre.
You know, you get it? So for me, I think because alipo anthu ena ake onena kuti amaoneka kuti they are patriotic, but they are not. Angokhala kuti akusowa ndalama.
That's why they're like,
tizioneka ngati feyo timalikonda dziko lathu. That's why I can tell you kunena kuti there's been a lot of CSOs amene amanena kuti akumenyera ufulu wa Malawi kuti they are patriotic about their country, but once they are rewarded, they shut down.
I want to mention a name, but you know, I can't.
But
I
can't. You get it, eh? So you can see from maybe 1994, there's been a different CSO fighting against the government. 1994 to 1999 ndekuti inalipo ina ankamenyera anasiya. 1999 to 2004 analiponso ena amene amadziwika anamenyera anasiya. Yes, 2004 to 2009 aliponso anamuzunza bingu kumafika bingu pajaponso antendere pano situzazoti alipo, and it's not that they are dead. Alipo.
No, they're there.
You get it, eh? 2009 to 2014 analiponso. They took people to the streets kumabanga demo and all that. Kenako woo sitting on vessels from 2014 to 2019, because 2014 2019 inaliposo klimu ina immediate encountered kumari in
machine.
You get it, eh? Ina soko samwe 2014 to 2019 okay, so if you ask me, you find out all these people, they were rewarded. Analipiridwa. You get it, eh? And tell me, Gudi, that's what we call patriotism. No. When you simply have a price.
No.
And shut you down. And being in the same community, being in the same environment where people are crying, but you're not saying a thing.
That's crazy.
You get it, eh? So we have so many wannabes. Patriot people.
We have
so many
hypocrites.
So many hypocrites. Yes.
You get it? And patriotic people. I mean, amaona ngati if we are patriotic about this country, tufuna dziko lilita sinda. Osa tafuna dziko lilita sinda. Afuna.
Wow.
It's giving joblessness. There's no job.
Exactly.
So let's start doing this. I have a job now.
Shut down.
Yeah, man.
You get it? Yeah. So we've got so many people that belongs to that group. Ambiri.
Yeah.
So ndakuuza za anthu amene amade ali patriotic koma ali kunja palibe chimene akupanga. You get it? Ndepali anthu onena kuti ali kunja, they don't care about this nation. Basi wanasamuka kunoko amene so ali kulawo. Ndepali ena kuti kunoko amatisokosa kuti they fight for Malawi. But they've got a price. Kuti lero upite kuwapa sandalama okhala chete akhala chete. Asowa lero likungopita kwa zazoti akazi anu kapena mdzukulu anu tikuntumiza ku embassy kunja basi mawa sazalankhulaso zoti boma licha likulakwisa. You get it? But that's not what we want. Okay, we want people that can fight for this nation
without being
offered anything and accepting and all that. But we want people that will stand on their feet. No, this is wrong. This will still be wrong.
Yeah.
We need people like that, but unfortunately, we don't have. We don't have.
Yeah, that's true. And I think because you said a lot of things, and I don't know, Mwina, my understanding of being in allegiance with a political party. Does it mean, Gudi, if I'm in a political party, let's say for example Mbumba party, does it mean Gudi, everything that's happening in my party is correct? Because yes, I'm joining the party because it aligns with my ideologies and whatever it is that I want to see for my country or whatever. But does it mean Gudi, everything that's happening in the party, whether good or bad, then I just have to be because it ain't nothing or even per Facebook. Ikubanga criticize chimani chake kuti chabanga zakuti anthu apanga complain
exactly.
Someone will just come there and say lo inuyo nene kuti cha, but it's like, aren't you also going through the same things? Are we not, because it's like lo mutero chipani ndiko mwechi. Hey, I don't want to say that because but
kale kunali muona nyekwe
muona nyekwe.
Yeah, of course it is. But I like what you are saying. Kunena kuti now as patriots, it doesn't mean we don't have to belong to parties.
Yeah.
Okay? I think true patriotism imazaonekano on how you respond to things when they are happening.
That's true.
Okay? Because it's not just Kuti, I belong to this party. Yes, I'm belonging to this party because I like some of their ideologies. Okay? I can't like everything about them.
Yeah.
Because we've got rights to vote for a party. We've got rights to belong to a party of our choice. All right? It means kuti lero ndi khoza usankha kuti ineyo ndi wa UDF. Mwaufulu wina wake so sakufusa. but that doesn't mean kunena kuti UDF ije kapanga zinthu zolakwika you won't come out and call it off.
Yeah.
Pamene popo nde being an patriotism konga chani. You get it?
The moment you say something against your party or whatever, Pama zakalano ina aga jori ma gatekeeper zamani na uri you are taking away the idea of democracy.
Yes.
Because you are at liberty to say what you do not agree with.
Exactly.
Whether it's in your favor or not. You know? So
that's what we want to develop as a nation. If we want to develop, we need an environment whereby people will be free to express their views. Okay? You have to call it off. Okay, sometimes maybe it can be issues of how you can approach that. But at the end of the day, this is something that is not just affecting your chipani, it's affecting poor Malawians. So if you're stealing, if you're doing corruption, it's not just denting your party, but it's also affecting Antwenagakumuzamene. They could have had an access to water, they could have had an access to quality education, to like good healthy services. We just have to call it out. That means if you are a patriot, you get it? I can tell you, I can give you an example ya my MP na ku parliament kujagula chinangati dimba. You get it? And when na kuti ndawi zinazikoma za double suit you know how bold they are. I mean, we cannot stay quiet on people like these. These are the people that we are looking for. These are the people that we want if we want to develop. Wanivesi said Antone na kuti atakuima munubwino ndikunena kuti inde ndiwe MP wa chipani ichichi ine ndiwa UTM. Koma zimene UTM akupanga napa nkhani yakuti posavotera malamulo akuti in parliament ine sizundisangalasa. Chifukwa chena kuti zikupangisa kuti anthu akuti akumudzi avotike and anthu you get it? Because nthawi ina yake tinakambirana pano za kuti ku parliament kuja anthu amagula kuti mabiro atani aduse. You get it? Ndeti nkanena kuti komano why would you unvote or vote for something knowing kuti chipanga affect anthu ena ake and Malawi ochulukira, so the people that you say you are representing. Okay, so if we've got patriots, it means unena kuti atakumayima kumene jonendo akulu izi zisizopindulira Malawi. Ndeka yanthu mwalandira ndalama muno kaya anthu simulandire ndalama, but we are not voting for this.
You know, it's this issue is actually very interesting because it also comes to now when you think about patriotism and like everything that's going on in your country, you also start to ask yourself, am I being patriotic enough? You know, am I doing enough? Because we've seen people who have had the loudest of mouths before they ate a buns or before they drank Fanta. You know, we've seen people with the loudest mouths and people were like, and shaking. But it makes me so sad because in this day and age, I don't hear their voice. I don't even see their picture on social media. It's crazy.
You get it? If you are in the business of giving like checks and balance to the system, you just have to maintain that. You have to maintain that. You get it? Because it means what it shows to us, when you fight, and then antifight antu amene enaga amene amapindula ifacha kulimbana ndi anthu amene umalimbana now. Now they are into power and now they give you a position. It means you were working for them. You were not working for your institution.
That's true.
Okay? So if I have an organization today, ine organization yanga indi Malawi First, kaya ndi chan for Malawians, it means wina lesa amene akususana ndi boma ili adzibwera kumbuyo kwanga. You get it? That's what it happens. That's what happens. Because nthawi ya HRDC IUTM Atonse Alliance amakaima kumbuyo kwa jani. We are endorsing the demonstrations amena kupanga jani HRDC. Pano pa ndi nthawi ya Atonse Alliance kwa bwera kabungwe kina seeded. It was never there.
Sideti was there, wasn't it there? No?
It was never as
vibrant
as HRDC was. Because if it was organization for the people, it means it was supposed to be involved in That's
true.
Okay, but we didn't know them. Now Adzuka, You get it? And if you dig deep, you find that even the people that are leading into that, that organization, they once belonged to a political party.
I was about to say that same thing.
You get it?
Yeah.
Anali ku convention yote amaimira chipani china chake. Now, that chipani, since it's sitting in government, it's the party that is going behind them. We are endorsing the demonstrations that have been organized by CDED. Chaka jamawa tell me DPP win irowe mbalo. Mufuna mnduzo zote accident ajaza bi disaster bina mabangas.
Azabiti.
It is very good. Bwezi bano dili kuma demo ajani IHRDC ba. Diba mene tafika zintu banoba. Bwezi bano dili kuma demo IHRDC because tafika pone na kuti pamene tinafika po nthawi ina yake mu nthawi ya DPP. You get it? But nobody. Lero amati adzuke awini kwadzuka leroli kumademo kenako zi.
Also, what is the deal? What is the deal with our friend
Patriotism kuno, there is no.
Yeah, that's true.
When they said there is no kulibeko kuno. People looks out for themselves. Bas. Zidibene ziyathandiza iwo, ziyathandiza anthu akunyumba kwawo, ziyathandiza abale yawo, ziyathandiza anthu akuchipani kwawo, ziyathandiza anthu amene anachoka nawo kumodzi. Bas. Not the things that is going to benefit Malawi at large. So if you talk about patriotism,
there isn't.
Go elsewhere. Not here.
There isn't. Yeah, so patriotism is a scam in Malawi.
It is.
But I like to think that there's a few good people.
I don't think so.
It's just that the platform is not there.
I don't think so.
The worst example, which is very unrelated, kumano patriotism umalanga over. Unaona zimachitika film zikawina. Asi anthu ruma kala. Kungoluza. Yo mamva.
Ndi maitukwanira.
Kutukwana kuti you can be together in Maloses.
Maloses. Malawi.
Ifete madziwa.
I am Malawi.
Ifete maiwonda Malawi. Pati manager ni Malawi.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But also even on an individual level, being a patriot can also mean going to vote. That's also of showing course. one way of being patriotic is going to vote. Chaka Jinoji, it's very sad. And I was having conversations with so many people. And I was like, it's like, it's not about this time around. I know a lot of people have lost faith in the voting system, but it is still your responsibility as a citizen of Malawi to vote.
Yeah.
So it was very unfortunate to note that a lot of people were just like, it's not about Kuriwe, it's about your country. You get but then again, that's also in our mindset. It's been drilled in our minds. Whatever happens in this country has to benefit me.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, if there's because amanduza kuti iwo munavotabo. He said yeah, navotabo. So I was like, munavota chipani. So it was obvious. The Chipani which is ruling right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, ndeba noba muvotera chani. It's like, ndikavota chomwecho. Because I want to understand where you're coming from for this Chipani. He said, chilowereni chipani chichi ndagula njinga ziwiri. He said ndagula njinga ziwiri vanova ziri kukabaza. Ndalima, So I'm like, okay, so this is for you. Individually, this is what you have benefited. He's like, nenduri zimezi zabwera chifukwa chakugwira ntchito kwanu kulimbikira kwanu kapena because of Chipani. He's like, no. Ndi Chipani. I think somebody anagawa njinga. Also, I don't even know. So, but when I asked him, kuti mavura amene tukumana nawo mdziko muno koma inuyo mukumana nawo so. So I'm like,
at the end of the day, when ndikavotera
you akavotera Chipani chimene wana unati anagula nacho njinga ziwiri without the actual context on the ground to see this is what I want.
I think you know what, Mbumba, when you get to that, okay, the thing would be now everybody trusts his own.
Yeah,
you get it, eh? They trust their own because if you're telling someone they should not vote for that because of whatever that is happening, they will tell you, no, but this is not happening for the first time. You get it, eh? this is not happening for the first time.
That could be the argument, yeah.
That would be the argument. Kunali akuti idzi zinkachitika. Kunali akuti idzi zinkachitika. So why should I not vote for these people? When ena onse omwina, they have done this before. You get it? That's because I can tell you kuti china chimene chimasokone chimapanga contribute to anthu kuti asavote. The things that are happening. Right? It's not about maybe the electoral system and all that, but it could anthu muta vote atabwera anatani.
Okay.
What change did they bring? You get it? That's why people be like, hey, tikavotele somwe acha. Oh, tikavotele somwe watsipitirira. Mdebwa ndingokhala. So people will decide, will make a decision kuti sindikavota because of those. But we encourage people. Kuti avoteleni kayazi katiberabe tiyeni tikangonesa ufulu wathu.
You've shown your part.
Tikangonesa ufulu wathu kuti tikwena tisankhe. Kayasaza tiganizira by saying kuti ganizira we mean kuti kayasaza timangira dzipatala osati choti chidzathanditsa ine ndekhayi koma to be serving our community. You know, kayasaza bweresa zakuti osati for just me but for like the community, for the larger group. You get it? Yeah. So people should go out and vote. People should register. Another
phase?
Like across.
Okay.
You know? So I think people should go out and vote. Yeah, because at the end of the day, we have to choose, we have to vote, we have to democracy we can't just vote for one person.
Yeah. That's true. But also you should know that if you don't vote, it's still a vote.
Yeah.
Not voting is still a vote. I stick by that. If you don't vote, you've still voted. And that means you're just giving chances to somebody else. But anyway, conversation here, patriotism got us really steamy. It's so hot in here. Oh my gosh. Because we're talking about issues that really, really hurt us and really, really affect us. So moving on a lighter note, the Vice President of the Republic of Malawi, Michael Usi, was summoned by the UTM Disciplinary Committee.
Okay.
Reasons behind him being summoned were that chizungu chao akuti ausi akhala akuchita zinthu zomwe zikubweretsa kugawanika mchipani.
Okay.
Now my question is, what are these things that he's doing that are bringing fracas in the chipani? Ausi akuthandiza chipani china chomwe sichili pa mgwirizano ndi UTM ndizimene anena.
Yeah, nkona kwawo.
Ausi omwenso ndo achiwiri kwa mtsogoleri wa dziko lino akwafunanso atikamba komema otsatira awo kumwanza kuti adzavotere chipani cha MCP pomwe adati boma ndilo mweri. That's what they're saying. Ausi wakuyenera kuti akaonekere kulikulu la chipani chao pa 30 mwezi uno.
Okay.
So what is your thought on this? Because reading this alone is just like you people. One thing I can say though, when you're not wanted, Pamaro, people will do their best to make sure.
Yeah, you could do uchoke.
Zivuta that uzaona sasa when you overstay your welcome kunyumba kwa eni yake. Umangona ulo portion yaza kuja imachepa. Mungu yamba kutenda mnyumba mwa eni yake amwele zosakhala mungu.
Timaole mutachepa chepa.
Timaole mutamba kuchepa, ango kuyankha mwano.
Poyamba ukakhala kuti wakhala pa sitting room amatha kupasa remote kuti
sintang yangana.
Kena kongoda about mwanayo tamakonda kuonera zakuti.
Amen.
When
you have overstayed your welcome,
people
will make sure that you go. But again, I don't know, maybe this disciplinary meeting is not really about shaking him off. What do you think?
I think for me, I say kunena kuti Manganya or Michael Usi as
oh my God. What?
Michael Usi,
okay,
doctor.
The doctor,
aka Manganya also.
That's not his name, guys.
AKA also known as.
Very famously known as
Manganya. You know, I think EA from the beginning, he was not in support of the move Yochoka Don't Say Alliance.
Yes.
Yochoka Mboma. I think if you ask me, I will tell you kunena kuti I didn't know, or we all didn't know, kuti UTM ikhoza choka mutonse alliance. Okay?
Yeah.
Anachoka mutonse alliance for their leader passed on.
Yeah.
Okay? So they thought I think if kuchoka mutonse alliance would be the best move. Because kunali ma allegations ambiri kumene kuja.
Yeah.
Okuza kuti ena ake akone kuti ali involved in the death of someone, stuff like that. Okay? There were allegations. They've been there, you know. So adaja kukhala pampando mene uchangati vice president wa dziko la Malawi. Anakhala pampando wenu baja in his capacity as the president of the UTM.
Yeah.
You understand? Something that kuchipani kuja sama zifuna. And kuchipani kuja anayamba kulimbana naye kale Michael Usi.
Yeah.
Anayamba kulimbana naye kale SKC swali moyo. Because he has said in his interviews before, there's been some scenarios whereby Ndakalapa, SKC aliapo, Antwen aliapo, Komano, people are not recognizing me. And him, like the red, also noticed that. And sometimes he could delegate some other work just because I'm very good. I want to and to respond to that. You get it? So in short, what I can say is my guys are that's why even the conversation was like fast tracked. Let's take him out. Let's take him out. But the funny thing is, he still remains the member of the UTM.
Yeah. Whether they like it or not.
You get it? He still remains the member of the UTM.
It's no longer, he can't be president.
Si president,
but
command member.
He hasn't denounced his member.
So
but they can fire him as a member.
They can fire him.
Yeah, they can be removed as a member.
Who
are you and where did you come from?
Yes. No, you can be fired if they could say, for instance, in the part.
Because you have to describe it.
Yeah, let's say if people are still recognizing him as president and he's entertaining him, now Manganje.
I don't think people going to him taking him as the president of the party. I don't think so.
Yeah, it might be they don't take him as president.
Because we all know
might be pronounced strategically. We all know what he's doing. He's undermining so sometimes people can create terms. There's a natural issue wakuti tawana kuti sautandiza he's not advancing our interest.
Yeah.
You're fired from the party. Which is what is likely happening. Pompan. I'm fire, yeah. Because he doesn't bring anything.
Well, of late he has not. Let's be honest. Yeah. I think even from the beginning also, let's just be...
What do you mean from the beginning?
From the beginning, was he bringing anything to the party?
What anything?
Just vibes, boss.
He was just the guy. It was just the guy who was dancing.
The vibes guy. He's like a likable guy.
He's the vibes.
Because I think what we have to know is iye ujani member la jabe ndukanga na ndufana ndiyangane constitution ya UTM.
They can fire him, brother.
Yeah, but Nanena, so before you joined us, instigator.
Yes.
When you have overstayed your welcome,
yes,
people start to make it hard for you. So maybe that's what's happening with him right now. But
a member of UTM shall cease to be a member if he or she dies, resigns, is expelled from UTM.
Yes.
Has been adjudged or declared to be of unsound mind, or is
I think unsound.
But I think there has to be reasons enough to expel someone.
Those are the reasons, my friend.
Okay, if you tell me why are people present at his house or kaya kubangisa nsonkhano atavala zovala za UTM, because what you have to know is you remember how many Saulo sankajoka ku DPP. Do you remember that time? Right? Anthu ajamata akakumana kumbali kuti akukumana ngati Chilima movement anali kuti akuvala bema kakachani at DPP. That time, if you remember, in 2018. So what I'm saying is, this is just a member. Ndi member wa chipani. Pa umembala wa chipani uja alindi anthu amene amankonda. Achipani chomwecho, the same thing happened to Nankhumwa. Nankhumwa sanachoke so ku DPP amakhala kuti alindi anthu mu DPP momwe even ena so ndi ma MP. Oti ali kumbuyo kwake, oti akumpanga support. That time in his capacity as the vice president of the party ku South. You get it? So this is someone he was once an MP. I mean, not an MP, a president of the party for like a short period of time after the death of the president. You get it? So he has been the vice president of the party and then later on he became a president.
Who brought a lot of confusion as well.
Which confusion? I don't understand on the confusion part.
The guy was just straightforward, not aligning with anyone.
Yeah, he was just
like, because he wanted to understand. Because if you ask me,
understand. It's taking a lot of time.
And you know the thing is, I think we don't give him enough credit. That guy is a very smart person. He's well articulated and he knows his moves.
Because the reason kutuluka simango tuluka Beneti masaini na nangwirizano panali madongo solo. You get it?
No.
If you
the guy is eating. The guy is okay. I
the guy is eating just like his boss was eating.
Yeah.
So can we agree on that?
That boss is also
can we agree on that?
The boss was also eating.
The boss was also eating. So the guy is also eating. The reason why he can't leave that position is the same reason the boss didn't leave the position. Twice.
When he thinks the pressure was there.
The pressure was there twice. Yes. Twice or three.
I would twice. It's twice.
I'm a twice.
You get it? So the pressure has been there. You get it? I'm telling you, there is no way you can tell someone who is the vice president. I mean, be the leader of this country. and you tell that someone could have resign.
And you know he was just using technical language. Every time ukamuona akakuti antaona dia ifiti kuchoka. Ofuna kambirane bwino. He wanted a lot of time.
Exactly.
He even wanted kuti chisankho chajike jaga chino.
Yeah.
Chike jaga jama because he wanted a lot of time.
To what? To understand.
To understand. A PhD guy, it's like taking a lot of time to understand the situation.
It takes time to get a PhD also.
You remember fuso. Kunena kuti there were rumors. Rumors anazachitika pakati paja kuti president mwakuti I asked a question. Kuti guys, you tell me inachoka mboma. Zina kazi kuti rumors awo anali oona. Anthu ayute mwaja nakatani.
If the president died that time, you get
it? Because it meant he could have been the president. Yeah. We are saying this because there was a rumor. Because even himself, the man came out and he went down for push-ups. You get it? So what I'm trying to say is that time it meant Michael Osi and it could have happened just after and Pazibanga distance themselves from him. You get it? So you get it? Pakana class kugawa nikana kwa kuqualify na kana tilimbo matu. You know tilimbo because zinachitika before the president died. Before the vice president was not in the ruling party, it meant completely ruling party na bezika opposition in a day. You get it? So I'm telling you, people, they are there for money. I'm telling you, and how many I'm a chantima and can't do it in Dalama Valley. Opportunity sina base.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So
interesting way.
My voice not ana banga liga. My conversation amena majoka nkati muja. Atakundipa saujani. Do you remember the voice notes that leaked? My audios.
Fact of the matter is politics in Africa and Malawi in particular is based on what am I going to benefit.
Exactly.
It's not about serving. But you have to use the language of serving people for you to get that kind of...
There. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's it, man.
Stuff, man.
Stuff. Kashija Phiri wambe.
Ndalama ndiofunika. Ndani kunja kuna mina ngazotenda kusanga kukhala vice president and muntu ndinoti ndakana ndani vice president. Oh, you are just one life to be a president. One life away from being a president.
Usapasa tupagadis.
Abale.
It's not like you take out the whole village. Yeah, it's just one life away.
But also, it's not every day.
Something that will happen. You are the boss. I mean, you are up there. You've got everything in control.
When it's time, it's time. But anyway, that was a very interesting take on the Michael Usi case scenario. I don't know what we're gonna see in the next few hours, days rather. What did Disciplinary?
Pathetic.
They'll fire him.
And Josa. He will fight for it. He will fight.
Yeah, so he'll start the court cases just to make sure he maintains the relevance. Because from there, the only way for him to stay relevant in the political game is he has to get Antom Utemwena again Kupanga Shibani Jaki.
Yeah.
You do the Nankuma thing. So it means
don't you have enough Zipanis?
He'll weaken the UTM. Because if he's financed, assuming, let's just allegedly, he's financed by MCP.
What kind of allegations are those?
Financed by MCP to weaken UTM.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's possible
because it's a money game.
It's a money game, yeah. Because if you can get, like, for instance, so that's it. I think I don't a billion.
Usonese kuti uli kwina kwake.
You can play around.
Umuntu ndiwe vice president. Kanika usuonesa sobanjisa. Kuliko ruonese.
Vice president wakhalapo kumosa khala wachipani.
Okay.
It's possible.
It's possible.
So ngani ndoda muchosa.
Because here he's okay. He'll be speaking kuma he'll be invited in the vice president kuyamkhula muma bungwe ma like a continental.
Even if he retires today,
he's okay.
He's okay. I'm telling you, he's got nothing to lose.
Kashwa is here, Bobo.
He's fine.
Yeah, because he keep on receiving.
You see?
What is his?
Ndachimulire njoka amene samalandira pano pa maujeni.
Single? No,
he's married.
He's married.
I also want vice president, man. But anyway,
I said, ndichimulire njeka amene sali pa pension.
Anampereka.
Kumalawi kuno.
That's terrible.
Chifa constitution, it doesn't recognize him. But as
is that why he's quiet?
Yeah,
very quiet.
It's just no you see. So as long as
I want to fight for Malawians. Let them just be
without money. Because now it's like, where is this guy? Where are you? But okay, a very interesting take once again. We're still tapping into politics and like politicians, leaders, and I think 2024 we've noticed a lot of violence, originating from Antaminari in positions, decision-making positions. What does that imply? Because obviously we know as a country we do not condone violence.
Yeah, especially
politically affiliated, violence. But we've seen a lot of that happening this year. So it's like, what do we do? How do we go about it? Because I think it's mostly that. I just feel like a lot of history repeats itself. Because the same politicians that talk about no violence, we can't tolerate, they're the same politicians who instigates the violence.
Yeah. So
this is what? It's a decampaign.
But power takes away Nzeru in a lot of people.
You think so? Ndoti Solomon uja sanari gabe. Amagani said today power hii.
Because I think I would say kunena kuti chiti chose mene tikuchiona pano. Chochitidwa kaenda nyamata achipani, kaya chani, it's been there.
Zachikapo kodi ku DPP nali makadete?
Manali makadete.
Kunoko ku MC party
kuno muna ndi ayuthi.
Amati ayuthi?
Amati ayuthi?
Ikabena ngona kaya chani.
Koma kabweraso inakati intention brigade ka.
Okay.
Yeah, ndimene bweraso. But anyway, I agree with you. But just to give a bit of context, my guys at DP akuyankhula kwambiri.
Yeah.
Zofuna kubweresa
mpungwe exactly.
Akuyankhula zokhuza yani. Kuti yayi mukaona MCP yakubwera kuno agendeni.
Yeah.
Kuma gwisa ntchito ndilande idali kale. Kodi mukutani mungasi yatu bwanje because they were hoping kuti anthu akundande will fight the guys MCP kenako anthu achazabwezere and I don't know what just to scare them kuti asapite kumalo kupanga kwa campaign. Yeah. Let me start with my talk. You come through. The thing is most of these guys amena kuyankhula zimene zijazacha sangamenyendewo
sabira background
mandi ndani maja
Musowa Victor Musowa amayankhula ngati wanzeru but I
was about to say something very heavy on him
ingosungana
koma all I would say is don't hide behind kukhala a bit logical in parliament koma when you go outside mayankhula nzopepera because these guys they can never fight they never fight when there is a civil war muziko mu you can never fight. You don't have the capability. What you're gonna do is you're gonna drive, you're gonna fly out,
hide out.
Ukapanga hide ku Zambia kakuti nkwasi anthu akupana. You don't deserve like a seat to be called an honorable when you can incite violence like that, man. I was disappointed in the guy. I used to respect that guy.
Ndimanena kuti kumalawi kuno anthu ambiri amene amapanga join ndale. Ndoche pamene amapanga join ndale school yeni yomvesesa zinthu ilipo.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
I know of I say nthawi nake kuchamba 2004 I think 2008 2004 2009 nali kumudzi kwina kwake kunena kuti MP wake amatha kuthaya mwina chaka chonse osalankhula parliament kuja mwina mpaka kuchoka ku parliament kuja kumaliza zaka zonse 5 osatani osalankhula kena kali parliament kuja. You get it? These are people onena kuti mu community muja anakula mwina kunyumba kwa ndalama makolo wana ndi dzigayo kumene kuja ndeyo akula aona kuti ndikhoza kukhala MP ndi school yomwe alibe. You get it? So school ina nthawi zina imakuthandiza kuchita zinthu zina zake mosiyana. You know, we're not saying kuti anthu amene amapanga zosalongosoka makhadi ndo osaphunzira. We're not trying to say that. Koma nkhani ndionera kuti anthu ngati amene achawo timadalira onena kuti afuna abwerese atukule dziko lathu. Okay, akapanga malamulo okhuza dziko lathu. Now they're up there. Apita kumamidzi kuja ndi anthu aja kulankhula mapodium. Angamalankhula zinthu zonena kuti zikhoza kugawa dziko. Do they think through akamalankhula? Because dziko lino timana kuti ndi Malawi mmodzi amakhandi president mmodzi. It means kuti takati umanena kuti abali pena pali ponse ndi Malawi kaya kumwera ndi ku Malawi ku central ndi ku Malawi and zituko zikamachitika boma likamachita lidzigawa zonsezo. And then you stand unena kuti mukampita kaya ku Phalombe unena kuti kunoko musazalolera kuti adzabwere. Akazabwera mafumu mugwirizane muzahagende. What's that?
That's wrong.
Do you expect inuyo kukatenga mavoti kwina kwake so kumene anthu amene mukwane nawo amakunena kuti ndi kwawo? Akachita the same thing. What will happen? And zimene amayankhula instigator onena kuti these people cannot fight. They will go out. And amene angavutike ndi anthu omweyo amene ali kumudziwa. But ndizinthu zosathandiza ndipo ineyo ndimanena kuti anthu ngati amene wawa osavotera.
Yeah.
Osavotera because or even ndi dzipani zawo zomwezo because anthu awawa kumalankhula zimenezi the whole neki ili kumbuyo kwawo. That means the whole leadership. So if the whole leadership is behind them and they are clapping hands akanena zimenezi, it means they are in support of that. It means their party believes in that.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very disheartening situation.
Yeah.
Zizungu kuseka is very unfortunate. Yeah, it's very disheartening.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Let me jump into this, Matt, because you see, one thing that I've always wanted to see is my guys are inside violence. At least as a kind of case.
Yeah.
Like a court case. Anga yank. Ndikuganiza ngati kuti it's not fair. Mulola munthu ina wake fori wapasudwa mphamvu amene safuna kuzikusa bwino mphamvuzo kuti timulole bwerese chisokonezo because they have power. They know they have power.
Yeah, they know they have power.
And they can use their power to compromise zinthu zina zake anthu ena yo kamba kumenyana.
Yeah.
Dziko la Malawi ndilo soko kwambiri. mulibe nkhondo.
Yeah.
Nanga muli nkhondo lingasauke bwanji.
Saukest.
Toka saukest. Para kubalizira usauke sister. So anthu akamayankhula chonchi, most of these guys anti ma account mu Zambia mu anti ma account mu Mozambique umuchani anti ma business ena anagula malo ku South Africa ku they can live lerolo. Atakuchoka otakhala kuti kunoko kuchitika ka Afghanistan kaja kuti kwa chema. These guys can live ndikumakhala pa Zoom ndikumayankhula zopanga reprimand. Ndifa anthu okwiya tikususa zokuti zikuchitika zinzola
ali pa Zoom
anthu tili pa ground
tikuthawa.
And what people don't understand is the nature of this country is kuti ine anthu ambiri osauka than olemera. Day pamene pasabwere chisokonezo chimene anthu azayamba kumenyana mitundu kachani. That's why even my guys abwesa mipeni ya zimapanga knife I find it very wrong because people don't understand what happens when everyone is barbaric. So for that ochita bwino lipo ochepa osauka ndambiri, the moment kuzamkhala kuti kwayamba chisokonezo anthu onse amene ali osachita bwino in that form amathamangira kunyumba kwa anthu zochita bwino lukangu akhapa kutenga katundu.
That's what happens.
So tumanga tinyumba katupanga tima investment in town muno kati mashopo chanjan, all those things will be shut down in one day. For everyone will just look for munaona siku lama demo anthu akamadusa town kuti afuna possession. That can happen
to a house,
your house where you have your kids. People don't get this thing. When people kuti akapite kumaiko kumene kunachitika massive war kuti zimakhala bwanji, they will feel pity kuti no we don't deserve and we my guys ga DP ga chinamuso andana we don't deserve to listen to those kind of minds because those minds are misguided, wrong, and they are
they don't even deserve to be behind the mic.
Say it.
They don't even in a serious country anthu ngati amene achama ena ayimbidwe milandu when you said sinkhani andale ayi sinkhani andale even if wina wake atadziwika wachipani chakanti cha MCP kuti akudziwika kuti anakapanga surprise kwanje kujeni kucha,
that's nonsense.
akuyenera munthu amene ayimbidwe milandu
kapena akumauza anthu kuti
azigenda. You get it? Anthu amene akupita kuma demo pita mukawagenda
pali video guys, we could use that video like video amene yo munthu ayina kuyankha mlandu sa akuyenera kukhala mu public service ayina chosedwe akamangidwe. That should be enough.
Exactly.
This is wrong,
you know, because I think zinthu zazimangoziphwekesa chifukwa sizinachitike. I'm telling you that spark yongo wauza anthu kuti akuti akabwera kuno agended. Imagine atapekazo lwina wako wabomu apita menocha kwakambe chipwirikiti. It means people will die kumene kuchaka. Who commanded that? One victim saw. One member of parliament anayimonera kuti anthu akabwera kuno agended. And at DPP ndikuombera manja menoja so na tiagenda kumbuyo kuli a whole leadership ya chipani ikuombera manja kumene kuli.
But inciting violence is a criminal offense.
It's a criminal. I just don't know what kumala kuno zindizimezima dusa unchecked. You don't even understand.
It's messed up. It's really messed up.
Exactly.
Because the moment he had said
issues.
that they were supposed to be, you know,
serious
inquiries na ina bwanji. Muntu amaina lembe statement apepesa, even the party was supposed to apologize. And you're saying, we have to allow these guys to lead?
We need to get, I think they're asking for us to give them a chance. Imagine. You know? So you think, you sit down and then you think, so tifuna tikhalende dziko lotani, because if these people are not respecting the law alikunja these are the same people amene amapanga china chilichonse kumademo kumachita pita galimoto yawo branded TPP dzikwanje manja. You get it? So this is what they do when they're in the government. They are outside government, they still have the guts. Ndikumauza anthu kuti akabwera kuti aja akapeni athamangiseni. What's that?
My guys are samaganiza bwino. No wonder wasegula podcast yao.
Nadziwa tu nkhani ipo nyeto.
Hey, come on. I'm the host of this show. I was supposed to be told in advance.
And the camera is on.
Yes.
Hey.
Come on.
I'm winning. So, kunena kuti kandinwa MCP violent ina yake against certain.
I think we should just shake heads a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Episode ya
Ndi musoa.
Ma panelist yake na. Ma co-host.
Yeah, uda. Ifeo dia tokuya kwapi.
Kuma genda atu kumene.
Muka kala.
Mata mangisa.
Umanola zikwanjezo.
Umanola zikwanjezo. Kaida bado episode 1. Episode 2. Yeah, tikupanga surprise kwanjezo paka.
I might be wrong, but the synopsis of that podcast or the idea behind it, it gives me, okay, are you going to be talking about Malawian issues, Malawian affairs, how people have been affected? Because you know...
You have contributed.
Exactly. You have contributed. So where are you going to start that conversation?
Yeah.
Are you going to say, sorry guys, we were wrong? So now
first episode
we are correct. First episode, pilot episode. Apology to Malawians. Come on, guys.
Even on the APM when as a host.
No, for real. Actually, he should be the host of that show.
You pepe sa when as a bange host. Guy. Better na kusa kwambe. But that's what I'm saying. Good zinungati zizi. How people escaped Mlandu Geoff na kulanda boma what 20 people were on TV lying to the nation.
Boma izizi zola kwika izizi
but malamulo mwa
akunama
zaboza zene but that thing chinapita but people even doesn't talk about it.
You can get away with murder.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Straight. No, people are getting away with murder. People are getting away with murder.
It's crazy, but we don't have to condone violence.
Yeah,
at any level possible, guys. Also, not why.
Amena nagagawa zikwanje kaya kumbowe kaya kunsika nthawi ya mademo amene afufuzidwe. Achina muso waso afufuzidwe osada afufuzidwe ya umbono ulipo angotengenwa amangidwe basi.
They have to be answerable. But I guess the conversation is always the same. We're always talking about accountability, transparency. These are literally things we talk about all the time on this show.
These are foundational things.
Yeah. Yes.
Which constitute good governance.
Exactly.
These guys, they are there to govern, but they just move across them without even thinking about it.
They are governing without the ment.
Yeah.
Not government.
Yes, they're just government. Yeah, one thing that I wish would happen at some point, and it's a crazy idea, is CEO akunena kuti, hey, tapitani akabwera kuno mwagende mwatani. I wish one day people would rise up and stone them.
No, for real.
Atapita kwa enake.
Agatamange.
Atapita kwa enake. Komano wherever you are inciting that.
No, iwe atauta mgankola kuti ukamba zokuza violence. People should be angry because that is killing people.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And you stone that guy.
I get it. Hey, kuti simufuna nthu azigende. Ndeti yambe
ndino. Muone limenda bwana.
We gend them, we gend you.
Ungira wewe mwalameja angatawa angapite ku. Most of these guys, when I'm saying kuti sangatawe ndikukamba from a perspective yaikulu kwambena kuti most of these guys, they are not one physically fit to run.
Exactly.
Jim, there is no.
They are not mentally ready to run because they are making a lot of money here through my very strange and questionable ways, allegedly.
Yeah.
If they leave and go outside Malawi, they cannot be rich as they are.
They cannot survive. They can't.
They can't survive.
Yeah, they can't. They can't. They are living kumalawi kunoko. They are money living. Ndiyo nena kuti it's supported by the system.
The same system.
Ya kunoko.
I would say kuti they should think about them kukakhala kuzaleka kuja because that's the situation they're trying to create.
Exactly.
Fakuvaya kuzaleka kuja. Ife podcast yatu chakayipitisa ku Zambia kuja kayambisa Zambia. Kubayo was done. Tenda yake itimene anga katenge ku Zambia.
I didn't my connects now so yeah, so
guys akuzaleka jato kuti azimeta kuja makama skills ramena. That's the only skill you know.
Yeah, that's the way you survive. That's your only way of survival. You know, it's very interesting. But now we've spoken a lot about like violence and how it's been incited this year, especially in 2024. It's crazy. What does this mean though? Like for especially we're approaching campaign season, we're approaching election season. So clearly there'll be a lot of fracas in the country. Verbally, not violently.
No, it can also be
I would like to
guys, let me read this. 40 minutes ago, Zodiac Online. Democratic Progressive Party legislator for Mulanje, Bale Victor Musowa, has been summoned by police.
Oh, thank God.
And is currently at the Southern Region Police Headquarters in Atlanta. DPP spokesperson Shadrack Namalomba has confirmed this to Zodiac Online a short while ago, but could not diverge more. Musowa was recently condemned for allegedly uttering words.
Allegedly.
Just condemned. Uttering words that incite violence.
Yes.
The accusation, the legislator denied.
Ugana bwanji. Social media is my paper trail. Come on.
If it's DPP really wants us to vote for them, they have to distance themselves from this guy. Panova, this is the time.
They need to cut
This is the time. Because if they think what he did is okay, they are not ready for us. They're not ready.
Because they have to do it public. And
exactly.
Else.
Because if it's either Musowa or them. So Ababa Winag has to go down. Winag has to go down.
Have to sacrifice.
Which
is a very simple thing to do.
Just letting off muntu mmoja azipita. Koma nkhani ndionena kuti I told you kuti muntu yakumalankhula azisogolere nali kuti ali kumbuyo ndikumatani ndikumaombera mmanja. You know, so it means he still have the support from the people in the party. You get it? But this is a simple thing to do. It's either the party or ndani wina akakwena apite. And if DPP is gonna take this as a political arrest, ndiye akhala nawo kudzipweteka oka. Because what it means akunena kuti ifeyo nde kuti olo kusogoloko wina aliyesa akhoza masuka umala nkhula zinthu ngati zizi olefeteza zakhautiti
it's a bad precedence.
Exactly. So this is their moment. Yonena kuti ifeyo tione kuti how safe are we with DPP? You get it, eh? Because they want votes from us. They want us to vote for them. So ababa palika testi kaoka. So we want to see, are we safe from DPP? And it's from here that we will know the way they will handle this issue. I'm telling you, if ngadikuli anzeru ku DPP, akwene alangizane kuti nkulu yumusiye napiteka.
This is collateral.
Isi nkhani ya chipani uyu atani apiteka.
Osa mubatila. Atita kumuponya. No, he's under the bus. Do it.
Throw him to the fish.
Straight. I like kuti nkhani imene yachita kubwera tili nkati wa nkhani.
Akangokhala soche.
He has to find a way.
Exactly.
This is damage control, which they have to work on. Joker silent. This is our position as a party. Then who would want to vote for a party?
Straight.
Yeah. Mbumba for president.
Okay, so how does this how does this pave the way for 2025 general elections? All the violence aside, but do you think our people are prepared? These political parties, I feel like a lot of them are just going with the flow. Ball is taking us at this point, the way I'm looking at it.
Think of voted at a constitutional right.
Yeah. Even if voter apathy, I know what I'm going to register this time around. I foresee voter apathy being on the rise, because Antambidi, I know Kumudandi, the overpromise that MCP did. That's not
Tons Alliance.
Yeah. Oh yes,
Tons
it's not
Alliance,
MCP. Yes. Yeah, Tons Alliance did, led by MCP. And when also they are disappointed with the options that are out there.
Yeah.
So
it's like you're still weighing your options, but it's like
you get it.
You don't go back to the toxic eggs.
Is it safe to say? I think because you've already just brought up Kuti, there was overpromising. Is it safe to say people get excited? My promise, like to my manifesto. Is it possible that maybe there was just too much excitement?
I'll say both ways.
And it's impossible.
It's a game that works.
It's a what?
Yeah.
It's a game that works.
It's a game that works.
These people will buy it.
Wouldn't they have campaigned for something that they knew they could have actually done? And people would have-
No, you just have to overpromise to win, I guess. But also, I think I also blame us. Kuti ngati Malawians, I mean, tikupangidwa campaign ife kuti mutivotere tsapanga kuti you have to take a look at how things are happening mudziko mwanu, you know, and give a room kuti inde chakuti takhaza kuti tasintha ndi mmene timachitira anthu ife tingafika papa. You get it? Because you have to understand we are talking about anthu ndakatangale. So they're even making these promises. And also let's look at our economy. What is our economy like? Economy yathu ndiyo tani to allow such things. You get it? Because if you ask me about free water connection or free electricity connection, I will tell you, let's look at the operations here.
It wasn't realistic.
You get it? These are zingati kulipira kumafuta kuti akupase magesi. I instigate akudziwa wawa. Kuti apase magesi.
What are you trying to say?
You get it?
We have a living experience.
So that means you're building something.
We don't know.
You get it? So I'm saying you have to understand kuti zinthu zathu zimayenda bwanji. Okay? Kuti zafika kuti tadzafika pa level apa kuti we are able to access this. Is this something that can be done in a year, 2 or 3? You know?
Henry, what I'm thinking should happen is someone should come and promise a functional government. Should promise the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I will help you that when you go kuga saka passport siku mwezi katuluka.
Yeah.
I promise you kuti ukazapita kuchipatala sukakomokera uli pa line.
Yes.
I promise you kuti ukamazendisa galimoto yako sizaonongeka ifa cha ma potholes. Izaonongeka kuti unalezi ndo unapita kwina ukamenya ntengo. I promise you that I will make things work the way they're supposed to work.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
This is the bare minimum.
Why was it so difficult to just promise us the bare minimum? Like you said,
because the bare minimum doesn't work. Ndabama ngobwera wina ine ndizakupasa nchito 1000. Yali bana ndi pothole.
You get. But still, in hindsight, those are things we complain about every day. So even if somebody came to promise me, would I say, you get my vote?
Yeah.
You know? So then I wouldn't say,
yeah, but these are realities on the ground. Sisalimbane ni zambiri. Chipetu ngofuna ifeyo nchona kuti antu asamaje zitese zimisuka mbidwa. Of course sometimes one exaggeration it might be true kuti background unatoja zitese. I will make sure kuti ndizapangezo kuti achinyamata akakuti andi skill asita kukwisa chito skill ndo panga ndalama because sikuti anthu alibe ma skill. That's what pains me. Is people have skills, people have the energy, but there is no infrastructure that enables them to access any benefit out of my skills out. So it's crazy. Antoine my masters ngokhala.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. Ukakhala ni masters ulivena abake uzingore yemen because you ain't no
first degree nde monkanga yani guy.
Certificate ya uje.
Even under PhD so bana musamba so kusafara. So we are living in a country many see go to pass a bare minimum. And if someone can come kuzangona the bare minimum, I'll give it to you. I'll make sure mukazapita mu office ya boma. If muntu wakupanga ni chipongwe or wabanga demand anything, if you raise a concern right away, the same day something's going to happen.
Because the same day you can get your passport, you can get your license. You can say I'm not promising good in this assistant tango. I'm just promising good the services will be better. You go there, no middleman, chan, system online, simple as that. Kuma zindu zina zimene zimapangidwa promise, it's over promising yonena kuti unrealistic. If you sit down and think about it, you'll be like, kumaru easy.
The fertilizer one was
we want economy you see it even dramas bene zozo.
You get it?
Dramas kuti
ziribo ndizakuoneka.
So you're promising about an entity yoti Eskom yoti ili ndi mabilioni ambiri ngongole. nde muzambe kubweza ngongole zonsezo idzafika kuti yakhadzikika. Now it's able to just give you free electricity.
It's safe to say that we were just a little excited.
How many?
Excitement. 63.
Vision.
No, but we keep doing that. At first it was 2020. Yeah?
It's a particular and this when is easy. 2003 division ya winalese mtima mwake.
Why the podcast the instigator emergency meeting.
No. But yeah, talking about next year, which is one of the key questions you asked, next year is going to be an interesting year. Most parties will try to go to the voters the way a man tries to so much to look remedy and send a lot of flowers and still get the rejection.
You guys send flowers?
No, I think the flower.
What are you receiving?
What are we receiving? Nothing. Not even the bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
But I think I've heard the larger group many Mbesa and that's my about 4.2 million.
Yes.
Ndakuti mungoziwa andale nokupita ndikwa azimai basi.
Yeah, the go was my.
Don't give them strategies.
No, they know. They already know because
they've got the data.
Just show good as my ambila Mbesa. And is zikupeleka GOPS.
Yeah.
Kula Mbesa anchi. Ndokuya ndoko.
Women are always angry.
Mina my decisions making ndayo nakama kushupani and you are easy to campaign.
Don't say things like that. We are talking about politics. Let's just talk about politics.
My Johnny
I wouldn't decision making him to put us on my body.
No, but the thing is, I am of the view they have to target women, and I know what people will be pushing for women.
Yeah.
Could I vote effect dizapangisa kuti muzika ndalama azimai albimaz
afunika ndalama
yaona ndalama osangu apangira njigo njigo sanga pangi
nanga za ndalama zimateka
because utango sowesa ka contract month. But yeah, I see kuti there will be a lot of money spending next year. So what happens muchakanga image ikaeconomy kama zikanga tikakuoneka bwino bwino. Sifori kama kaa kuti economy iri bwino. Maka kuti
there's too much money.
Adenga budget iso akwina.
Adenga budget.
There's too much money.
Kamba kuenga na Mbumba kwa bizoti sitembiza hii. Auna kuti chaka chayani?
Chamavote.
That's why boma lina likaloma zavoti napeza mulibe ndalama.
Maka ndalama zake zibezi.
Yeah.
So maybe our munachi they will do it differently kama tizu wanozenda bunch.
Okay. Interesting. If you ask me why there's a lot of women voters, a lot of women, yes, you could say anger is a contributing factor, but I feel like women haven't. Their men have not made sound decisions before. Chan. See his reaction. That was the same reaction. Yeah, that's one. No, but it's coming from a place of a lot of issues to do with, women, I don't know whether I can say health issues, like my health services, whatever. I think a lot of women have also gone through the pits this year or the
yes.
But then anabereka ma demographics yake kuti no ma women ake location ile kuti.
Location?
Utendi uthone uzomina ndi mizi in town.
Ase mavura tunda mozi.
Definitely.
Mazimasiana.
Mavura nda mozi.
Mene mungalile nosi mene ngalile muthu wa mudzi.
Ona ngati kapita ku government hospital zimasiana.
Unapita kuti?
Nanga mwana amadwala day. So yeah, it's just one of those things that if at all any political party is looking at the demographic and they're like, okay, there's a lot of women, they really must tap down to the root of it to not go, okay, why is it that there's so many women? What are the major issues? But they just go and say, we'll give you money, but yet, like he said, instigator, they don't have clean water to bring to their kids at home.
Yeah.
So that's like a serious issue on its own, right? We don't have ufa, we are eating chitete. But no, it's for them, it's just like we'll do what we gotta do to get a vote. And then at the end of the day, is over. I remember the last elections, there was a lot of, we will put women in the forefront.
Yeah.
Women will be in 50-50. Where have you seen it? I hate that. I hate that whole concept of anaese. Amaese sajan.
Mbumba, when you now think even women will be considered, what a crowd of Ramantundu and Chicago voted Chiban Jazz Mayokokai. Chiban Jazz Kachima Kachu Pangaru, that's Baba.
Yeah.
It's just a crazy word, eh? So they promise so many things. I don't want to say so many things about that because I was also involved.
No, because Mitra was about to start exposing something that recently happened.
You were involved.
Yeah.
He was involved in the process of...
No, expose yourself.
No, I don't want. All I would say, as my, I'm a good ngati two year winner campaign.
Yeah.
My gangota winner, and to my needs as my I'm telling my needs as my much as I'm talking about and whatever. That is the hype way or the fun thing that people expect. Most of the women, they are looking for the bare minimum. And bare minimum yake ndio moyo kuti amakanda nawo afuna mwana asimapita kutali ku school. Fa maopa kuti achikomeye chako makhala ndi nkhawa every day. Mwana wanga chinchitika chani. Misewe kalabu inofoni misewe kayopo ile ama pothole anthu amayenda mbali kena kwa baombana. They just want to make sure kuti azimaya azipeza njira kuti okay, how am I going to move my product? Koma mzimaya ngozuka pa kuti akuyendesa product yake pansika akuyendesa nawo ka pena pake asita mutenga kwamvasala masabati mambama ringapo kugawana chakudya chawo chicha anthu ajama khala akuganiza. So if you look from a health perspective, education, you look at poverty, you look at so many things, amana machimva kwambiri amamva peni kwambiri makazi mai. Because if you go now in the communities, and it's crazy, man, that when you get there you find kuti azimaya mbili ayendiana atatu follow 5 pa nyumba ukapita ukafusa palibe mamuna. Chinachitika nchani azibambo ambiri specifically my location is uchitika base people don't even know. Amangosiya pa mwana ana awiri 4 5 choncho munthu chakamakhala ani 20 amakapanga seto kwa kamwana kena kakepena pake. Now azimaya usecha ngokhalaja they are raising ana oka. So I don't want to go there, but it's something else when you think about it. As my child, they're struggling just for them to earn. So they're failing to earn because the economy is poira. That's why sometimes just that's why GBB was booted out because some of those women, they were angry. This is too much. Yes, drama ziende kwa munzima azima yoko ovino kacha. Ndia nyamara youth.
That's crazy.
So mukabati dramas like most of the people don't want to receive anything for free. They want to make sure kuti akakhala kuti alima mitengo ikhali abwino. Because all they can do is andia now follow wina pasana wina apandapa akulima. Malawi, when you think about these things, I was even thinking about Mozambique. I was like, Mozambique is so kanga ndika tembelo ka Malawi pena pake. Iwa jande alindi nyanja yazungulira. Kuma udapo kuti utotu just Google Mozambique, my pictures zake. Umphawaza unene ngati uchi. Same style Tanzania. Better infrastructure. Ndishani. Patika kwa tembelo kina kake mnikeli pa Malawi Mozambique kina kake kusazweka bwino. And we fail just to govern ourselves. We fail to feed ourselves. We fail to clothe ourselves. We fail to give each other medicine. We fail to teach ourselves. We fail to do anything. Despite what we fail to do the bare minimum. So
we're only good at failing.
We're the best at that. Jama is gonna be crazy, and you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be very tough, and we clearly need to be wrapping up today's conversation as well. For the first sort of find a bit of Christmas.
Yep. Christmas is here.
Christmas. Any last words? Because this is our last episode this year.
I wanted to talk about za chaka cha mawa tikunenazo kuti kuvuta kuti ani chani chaka chino taona maboma akugwa maiko ambiri dzipani zolamula zikutani zikugwa komanso maiko ena dzipani zolamula zinaimabe so sikwina kulikonse ayi kwina chipani cholamula chimagwa kwina chipani cholamula chawina. I think kuli maiko ngati chani kuli maiko ngati aina UK opposition inabwera after 14 years ya machani conservative party ku Botswana after 60 years 60 bra.
That's a lot.
Wow. In South Korea, Ghana. Panama, Portugal, Uruguay.
Kodi ndikuja anthu anapita ku nyumba kwa president kumakasambira mu swimming pool.
Kuna Guinea wena uja?
Was it Colombia? Where is that?
I think Malawi. I mean kuchani kwa Africa.
Was it an African country?
That was an African country. I think kainali Guinea, kainali chani ka.
Jambula ma TikTok.
Ali State House.
I president don't remember how akali kuti guy.
You know,
so 2024 was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And then you look at also some other countries where the incumbent parties held on to power, but still suffered significant setbacks. It's not going to be easy even for the incumbent to like maintain their positions. It's not like they will win easy. You know, it's when I went to South Africa for the first time, and Anaganiga the majority, and Anaganiga like to get like over 50 plus. You get it, eh? Which means pangono they are being eaten. And come next elections, we should expect something different.
Yeah.
You get it, eh? And in Japan, in India, in France, all that. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, zajitika kuti maiko ena boma linaluza. Komanso zajitika kuti maiko ena the incumbent inapesa kuti boma linatani lakakamira ground. And we're going to elections next year. Manena kuti ngani makhala mali sources. Chifayona kuti ndawo ya kampeni umaponya china chilichonse you know pizza umagula time umagula mabando umagula. You get it, right? Chifayona account ndayo kuti you want to win. You see, so anthu ngati awawo ali ndi advantage yonena kuti ali ndi access to my resources. Osazaje pesa magai.
Yeah. No.
Osazaje pesa.
It's a money game, just like any other game.
Yeah.
If you've got resources, you can reach wherever you have to reach and get your message across.
And that's the unfortunate part. That's why the rich will always be rich.
Yeah.
The poor are going to be poor. And sometimes for Malawi, for instance, people amafuna kuti anthu akhale osaukabe. So I have a conspiracy theory. Hey, I'm supposed to be honest.
I love it. Good conspiracy theory.
Yeah. When people are aware of how to fix Malawi's problems, they know they know how to fix the infrastructure, education, and everything. Policies, documents are there.
Yeah.
But they will suffocate the process through delays deliberately. Why? An empowered society is hard to govern.
Oh, yes.
A civic educated, like a citizenry. So it is strategic to enable these people that are in communities to still suffer, to still call you abwana. Like that.
Yeah.
And this theory, where as Busa Ambiri, my prophet and whatever, they thrive kwa antu amene they don't ask questions. So amalolera ku kandi member wena kaone kawanga zofusa mafuso kumubanga disoni kumuchosa mutani because antu amene amangoti prophet
yes man of God
chanchani without asking questions chief apereka to member so tenen
ngani dia straight
ngani ndio
member
fari ava
this is
tibanga hando banje
now this theory, this conspiracy theory that I have, as I said, it starts with government. My government, somebody in Africa, and I think even in Malawi, they intentionally suffocate strategic development because it benefits them. Because an empowered society, a civically educated and empowered society is hard to govern. So when akapita pa nsonkhano ndikayankhulaso kuti tenta amenya akuti they will know kuti tikuyankhula ndi anthu okuti they are not empowered, they will do it or they just look at ndra mesa timagayira ndrama and ndrama zimene anthu amagayidwa ndi zakunsonkhano ndi 2,000 or 5,000 cannot sustain someone kula TV pa nyumba yake, kula radio, kutumiza mwana wako skulu, kandrama kamosi najapo ndrama yako naja ndrama yake ingati. The best that someone can do is to create an infrastructure, but these guys they know and they capitalize kutenga ndrama isha ndikuipitisa kola kuika intentionally. And I feel like this conspiracy theory is true to so many African countries and so many churches in Africa. Because they thrive in the not knowing setup that most of these people that are living in communities have.
And this also applies to African countries versus the Western.
Again, the Western countries, they know an empowered Africa is a risk to our raw resources.
Once they know,
once they're empowered, what do we do?
But do you genuinely think our leaders are not empowered enough?
Empowered?
No.
Chikuchokera
kuti okay. Cha global chikwamenya amachimva kumasuti sapeza ma resources. Amatenga ngongole because kuti phawa kapati pa ngongole. Amatenga ngongole koma akasitenga bwana nazo kuna matani nazo. They say I can improve this country. But if I do this,
these people are also going to kill me. So might as well be corrupt.
Chifukwa chake donation ikhoza kubwera koma yamalire.
It's a roller coaster.
You get it, eh? Donation hata kuthandiza ndi mabilioni so mabilioni awawa health strengthening. Mabilioni awawa simungagulire mankhwalo anthu akufa uko. Mabilioni awawa ndi amaleria. O kumaternity anthu akuvutika chakuti ndalama izi sizikuena zikatani. Sizikuena zikapange support kumene koko. Kwa education system jakuiona ndikumakupangirani design zinthu.
Because even the syllabus sometimes it's like what is this?
They will tell you we are funding your education system. Tipanga fundi ajina tikwere program ana aziphunzira pa wireless.
Tikwere program.
Tikwere na kimakha utakulanda pa tikwere.
Ana tenga tikolende.
Zaba wireless. Do kids even do that?
Yeah, it was working during the pandemic.
So so is even African countries nde awawa maso asogolatu amaiko anafika kuti okay, we are treated like that. We also make sure we treat you.
My guys watch most. And we are living in a very strange world right now where muntu angora peza mphamvu pang'ono also want to do the same thing. That's why my uncle kuti anthu ambiri amayankhula so tikupondeza koma if you check on them how they treat anthu amene lesser than them, that's when you're going to see the truth and the reality of them. So we're all corrupt people. If anthu say Sony, we are all creating the worst world God ever designed. And it is what it is. But anyway, last thing for me, my excitement is next year for this show.
Okay.
So I'm excited about Hit or Miss for so many reasons, because we're gonna hit or miss.
Emergency meeting.
Maybe you want to go one.
My plan. And when energy no banda nchito.
But I'm excited about emergency meeting because it's gonna be like a year where so many things will happen, and you guys are gonna be the first of analysis next year. So you have to be well vested. Yes, he's a car most a boardroom. Someone got on a boardroom.
It is. Iri what do you go?
Said to go.
Banga ma hint. Chaka jo say no kamu banga ma hint.
If I go boardroom, kanga ndipita bagiribo.
Okay.
Properly mulika around mulim boardroom. Agenda is a car really properly set.
It's a kind of screen.
Banga beam. So screen so yeah 32 inch. But that's what we desire. And I think it's gonna be a great year, because it's gonna be, we want to take emergency meeting to Facebook, where most of the Malawians are, and they usually love to stream something. Two, want to make it live, so there'll be a lot of live engagements. Live, you go to Wiyamba Ife, to Tenga and Twambini, so we can have analysis happening online and a lot of battles online. Yeah, because some of these things we just have to call. Like Victor in it, I would wish Tenga won't be a phone. And just deal with the guy. That's it. Hey, you're weird. Apologize to my.
You're weird.
apologize to Malawians. This is not how you do things.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And I'm hoping emergency meeting is going to be what informs Malawi in terms of how people have to vote.
Yeah.
Because it's very important here. So hoping organizations will ride with us because if people have listened to us, we have never been one-sided here.
Yeah.
So if they want a platform that will say things the way they are, and we will need security, of course. Assigned in a house.
Guys, secure the boss.
So I would want to see that happening, and I believe it's going to be a great year for this show on multiple fronts, working with different organizations, but also working for the common good of Malawi to save Mother Malawi from Antop Baby they just put on the.
They're just advantage to be there.
Yeah, I don't go because I'm like, we have a tatiza. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I think for an emergency, emergency, yeah, I think people haven't seen the emergency set up the way we have always envisioned it.
Okay.
What they've seen is a recorded show that talks about current affairs.
Yeah.
But they will see the emergency. Because I want an emergency. I saw this other show in the US. They were doing emergency at every issue.
Okay.
Midnight.
Wow.
Emergency.
Yeah.
So I want that kind of setup where we could say, guys, Chachitika, call. Guys, Zuka, Nimene Gogo. Log in. Emergency.
Yeah.
And we're live. We're breaking and we're making analysis because that's what's going to happen. Specific circular voting will have to be, emergency meeting has to run like a 24 hours. Yeah, so we need to look who's going to partner with us to work on that kind of arrangement so that we could run like, even the whole week, we could run like, do analysis of Kumalo. As things are happening, I would even love to have our own parallel. We could even build like a system of ourselves. We could build a system where we could get my analysis out the projection. In fact, we would do that. It's not just we would do it.
Okay.
So that's the emergency episode for you. It's gonna be exciting. So ajamada na kamba zaka interfere. Kamba zo
Zamoa ndizina.
But I'm just saying because do you know time everyone doesn't talk about what could
yes.
Don't care about people just thinking about
Zanchito zothandisa.
Other time everyone else will be watching you.
Osati zimene makamba ina Brandon akabwera pano, ajina Uncle Benny, ajina ndani awa adani.
No, definitely to wrap up our conversation today, we've been around it. We've talked for some time. I'm personally looking forward to 2024 as well, 2025 rather. As well. It's been an experience and a half working with the one and only
Cardinal.
You know.
The one and only now.
Aliposo Cardinal.
The one and only.
The one and only. Ndizina baloga. The one and only.
Yeah, no, it's been an experience. It's also been, wonderful picking the brains of the instigator, the brains of. Can we mention your name or you're just a producer?
No, Geoff.
You went in done.
Geoff.
I think people should know.
Yeah, picking the brains of Geoff and of course everybody else on podcast for emergency meeting. It has to go big or go home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let me say this, Cody. For those people that have been following us from day one, January this year, we really appreciate, guys. We really appreciate your support. I know there are emergency meeting fans, diehards that are always there. That are Malawi kuno enali kunja. Magaya ambiri amene amaonera so emergency meeting alikunja. Osati kunja kuti akuvutika aswa. They are doing good.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Because demographic ilikuwa mbi magaya za kunja. Because nkani ngatiziza anthu ambiri amakufuna kugamba podcast. Simakamba nkani zo gwira mtima Malawi. Futa ungomvera Brandon
exactly. You get it,
akabwera kuno kuza kumvera nini yomufuna kuti simu kungalwa kwambiri ufuna ngalele chati
You see?
Oh, no.
So shout out to Damascus Hara.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga watches us. Like he follows us.
Oh.
Ali ku Japan.
Ooh.
Get it, right? So, shout out to you. Thanks for following us. Thanks for the views and all that. And Kulajina Wisdom, Israel. This guy is never misses a show. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I'm at Phiri and Hawawa. You get it, right? So, and all people in America, I get this feedback, and we don't take it for granted. It was our year whereby we were just trying this out, instigated.
Yeah, we're trying this out, and it proves to be a platform that is needed.
Yeah.
Because in my platform, I always say, these new podcasts that are coming right now, they will be focusing on banter, just talking to artists and whatever. But if we have to build a country, if we have to build mindsets so people can change, we need to come here more often to have
my normal conversations.
I soon I say now.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying today I'm excited about next year because I think next year is going to be your year, guys.
Yeah.
In terms of, I said in a different show that I believe Emergency Meeting is a good show beyond hot current ever times.
Ever times. You'll be
quoted twice from the other platform.
Because they'll see how the analysis is quite raw here. And not raw in a way good we disrespect anyone. No,
no emotions.
We get to the level that and we are people that are expecting nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that.
Exactly.
Also passion here.
Exactly.
Passion.
Exactly.
I don't know if you have a but
for us, sikuti enaga gazaenda buno azadike pena bage. Aye. If
so you know what it
is tikamba bano enaga akabwera tidza akambaso, we'll be analyzing into many into.
Yeah, so you just have to stop threatening us because it will not do anything.
So we love you guys. Thank you so much for being there. And 2024 has been a good year. Maga podcast ku Emergency Meeting just because you were there watching us, giving us feedback. And we worked on those things and we looking forward to another good year, 2025.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hot year and we believe
Super
we're going
excited.
to
You know.
Thank you, Miss Mbumba. I've had 2 hosts this year.
Ndipo uziendesa manje say. Mahost paka awili.
Come I know Mbumba Sanditao. Mbumba is here.
Me, I'm here because
I don't want to put your still.
ndoka join ya DVV.
Be hired by the DVV.
Zadangani muntu huyu.
Are you guys hiring?
No, ukafika kupenda kuchaguzi hapa kaya. Chala mwamba chala.
Usana segule show.
Thank you so much, people.
Thank you.
I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you because you have been sending support to APM. APM is our dad.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, guys.
Thank you. It's all blue.
Guys.
Bye. But until next year, it's bye-bye. Adios.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.